Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. If you're with me here in the Discord or the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have, who do we have here? We have A-Trades, A Valentine, Spastric, Julius, I Be Trading, Sadek. Good morning to you all. Vadim, Fat Citizen, good morning, Ethan. Good morning, Dusk, Jose, Blush Brown, Coach Hoop, Ribs Mod. What's up, Mike? Billy Joe. Good morning, FX Golfer, Ashton, Trade to Win, Gary, Indecider. Good morning, Fran, RC, Shady Lady, Sunny Dude, Chris, Akhil, KG Dana, All Play, Candle Guy, Q Mendez, Arrow Squad, Bird, Big John, Chris, National. Good morning, Vero, Julius. Good morning, everybody. Who caught this crazy long off the lows there? Holy smokes. Oh, my goodness. What an insane long that was. What was that good for? 725, 120 points. Oh, my goodness. Somebody had to have caught that, right? Got some of that. Nice. Ooh-wee. That's good stuff right there. Gotta love that. Hold on one second. Let me get this. There we go. About 7:33 and got out way early. What's way too early? 7:33 up to what? Yeah, also that overnight short. Good for what? 300 or 400 points if you got it all the way. Thing was insane. Got out at 771. Way too early, but locked the account. Let's see. 7. I mean, that's a good trade right there. Right now we are coming into the VWAP. A lot of action so far since Globex, basically. Lot of action. I mean, look at this trade. Well, not trade, but look at this chart. Look at this. Wow. What a move. I mean, that's a lot of movement for Globex until now. Basically, this was Globex open here. We had that spike candle. And then, woo-wee. Man, if you caught that thing to the downside there, 21,040 all the way down to 21,000 or 20,700. Insane. Wow. What a move. And now we just kiss the VWAP. Now we're returning back down there. Insane, right? Ribs, I have a personal question. Again, since it's personal, you don't have to answer. It's okay. We can get personal with one another on here. How do you eat the food you post on Insta? Very carefully. Did I post anything recently? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was good. Went to one of my favorite steakhouses this weekend. Easily one of my favorite. Yeah, Wagyu, baby. Since I'm in Sweden, I've been going for quite a while now and missed the short, but got the long. Nice. Hey, at least you got something. I haven't traded anything yet. API errors on Tops of X. I've been seeing quite a few of those lately. G-Line says, good morning, Ribs. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. Thank you. How was yours? Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Anybody do anything crazy? I hit my sleep goal again. All right. Yeehaw. Apex Tradeovate also down right now? Is it? Wait, for real? Why is it down? Why is it down? What's going on? Your son turned 20. Dang. Young man. Worked on the weekend. Went boating in Florida. Nice. Is the weather good enough for boating? Can't wait for it to warm back up out here. My wife and I, we went to the jacuzzi, went for a swim, but I mean, it was freezing outside, but warm in the pool and the jacuzzi. Not looking good for Apex. Why? Somebody's got to let me know. What's going on now? There's always somebody. The sky is falling. Everything's going down. What's happening now? It's not looking good for temporary issue impacting Tradeovate accounts. The market for Tradeovate accounts will be temporarily halted until further notice, I'm guessing. Video of one of the main guys talking about how to get in traders' heads to make them fall. Oh, fail. Really? Is that for real? Is that real? Hope we keep selling. I mean, very well could. We the best trade would have been the reversal of the VWAP there. That would have been the nice one. The lawsuits have legs. Isn't there only one lawsuit right now? There's one lawsuit from some prior employee who's a disgruntled employee who says he's owed money. Isn't that it? Do you know, like, when you own a company that's part of the, you have either in-house counsel or you have counsel on retainer. It's just part of it. If you own a company, you're probably going to get sued. I'm actually kind of, I'm honestly usually surprised by the lack of common business knowledge in general that prop traders seem to lack. Oh my God, a lawsuit. Oh my God, it's over. There's a lawsuit. Oh my God. Like, it's called running a company. Like, lawsuits fly. Like, why do you think that companies have in-house counsel just for funsies? Like, it's just like, oh yeah, we got a whole team of lawyers on here. It's just, you know, we like to get them coffee in the morning. Like, companies get sued all the time. What do people do before prop trading that they don't know this stuff? Egal says, I have been approved by Apex 3 weeks ago and still the money doesn't hit plane. Well, that's good. I would think that we wouldn't want to have money hitting a plane because the plane would probably go down. They are saying there is problem with plane. I wrote to plane and they said they don't have any problem. Well, I think you're mixing two industries. I think that you're mixing payout industries with aviation. That could be your first problem. So maybe we don't mix the plane with the money. I think it'll all be okay. I love you folks. Americans can't live without their lawsuits. Dude, if you've ever owned a company before, you'd know. Like, employees sue, customers sue. Like, it's par for the course. That's why there's such a thing called in-house counsel. It's very normal to have lawsuits happen. Lawsuits happen all the time. Oh, Plane is a payment platform. I didn't know that. Insane. I had no idea. Freedom to Trade went snowshoeing for the first time. Nice. When does snow season end? When is it all over? I'm just ready for it to not be cold anymore. Like right now, it's 32 degrees. I have to I have to work out in this cold weather because my gym's outside. Thinking about going to a public gym. I don't know though. Let's see. Is it going to warm up anytime soon? Let's see. No. Dang it. Next 2 weeks are frigid. I thought it was plaid. I don't know. Maybe it was. Coxie says, if you're in business, you'll be sued just the way it is. It is. I mean, it's funny that people are up in arms over lawsuits. And again, we went over this last week. In a lawsuit, you can file a lawsuit you can file a lawsuit in federal court and state anything you want in your accusation. There's no laws against that. You have to prove, that's the point of the lawsuit. You prove them. You prove the accusations, but you can write anything you want. Which is, lawsuits don't really mean anything. If they go to trial or settlement or mediation, that's when they start to matter, because then that's when you do the facts and discovery and all that. Hey Rips, what's the delay of your stream? Let me check. It is set to stream settings. Added delay is set to none. Stream health, excellent. So yeah, no. Ultra low latency as well. I have it at the stream latency set to the lowest and the added delay set to none. So that's pretty much as low as we can go, baby. You want the even lower latency? That's what Discord is for. But that costs money and you shouldn't be paying me a dime. It depends on where you are in the world, but the easiest way to make sure that you have the closest to real time is just fast forward the stream. Just set it to 2x speed and you'll catch up to the most recent latency. There you go. My home in Cali safe? Yeah, I mean, I'm far from all that. It's horrible what's happening. Do you folks know that, like, those people are literally screwed now? Like, do you know how bad that is for those people and what they're going through? Do you actually understand, like, how bad it is? Because I don't think that a lot of people understand how, like, if your house is burned down and you're a normal person, you have a mortgage, you're not like Warren Buffett and you just own your house outright. Your house is burned to ashes. You don't have any insurance. Do you think the bank just goes, hey, we're cool? Yeah, we're cool. The bank doesn't do that. The bank says, all right, so for that pile of ashes, you owe us X amount of dollars still. That's horrible. Palisades had insurance companies cancel a bunch of plans 4 months prior to the fire. Horrible. It's actually just terrible. I mean, I feel really bad for those people and prayers go out to them. It's awful. It's awful what they're going to have to go through. I mean, count your blessings that if you're lucky enough to not have to go through that. Be grateful for the things that you have. It's horrible. Most people, like, I talked to some people I have a group online, and people are like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, they can just walk away from their mortgage. And it's like, no, you can't. That's not how any of that works. Watching from a phone, what are those horizontal yellow lines for? Previous 4-hour mid, 4-hour open, and previous week low, previous day low. Probably what we're talking about there. Insurance companies out there need to be sued. Also, it's crazy to even think that a hydrant doesn't have water in it. Like, what? This is America. It's also 2025. And that should not be an issue. Like, 2025, that should be the last thing that people are worrying about. Kind of crazy to me. Yeah, they got to file bankruptcy, and then it's like, that's it. It's over. Morning, Ori. How are you? Yeah, they're not cheap houses at all. Yeah, some people own them outright too, but without insurance, it's like, that's it. That's a loss. There's any videos of you drumming online? Not that I'm aware of, no. That would be strange if there's one floating around there. Nothing that I'm aware of. Cali doesn't make you have homeowners insurance with a mortgage. Of course they do, but fire insurance policies got canceled. It doesn't mean that, like, they're not gonna, if your house was lost to a fire and you don't have fire insurance, well, you ain't get squadoosh. A lot of them lost cars, house, everything they own, clothes, tech, pictures. They have nothing left. Exactly. One thing that I thought about is like, I mean, I'm sure it's probably not that many. Maybe it is that many. I don't know. What do you folks think? How many of them either had like a ledger or their private keys written down and it's gone forever now? You think that's a thing? I wonder if it's a lot of people. Because that's crazy if you think about it. Because that's like, that's gone forever. You know what I mean? Like that's never coming back. Yashu, you lost yours? How'd you lose your private keys? Yeah, if you wrote down like your private key and you put it somewhere safe and you didn't have it in a fireproof area, like a fireproof safe or something, like that's gone forever. That's crazy. So I take it that in Cali, fire insurance is like flood and wind insurance in Florida. It's separate from the main policy. Yeah. And there was like, you know, when Maria hit over by Florida in that area, there's a lot of insurance companies that went out of business for like hurricane insurance. I mean, there's a lot of companies in California that canceled fire insurance policies like 4 months before this happened. So they're kind of screwed. Are we talking about crypto being lost in the fire? Yeah. If people had written down their private keys, they can't access those ever again, right? There's definitely somebody out there, at least one person that had their private keys written down on a piece of paper that burned, and they're never going to get access to it ever again. Like, even if you are going to get insurance money from that, it's just like, what a headache that is. I am happy that I don't live in California anymore. I will say that. I'm very happy that I do not live in California anymore, because I believe that that is a completely failed state. Yeah, they canceled people's fire insurance 4 months before it happened. Canceled insurance because of California's cap. It's the governor's fault. Sounds about right. That dude's a moron. Check crude oil. Okay. Let's see crude. Looks pretty choppy. What am I looking at? Doesn't look like much of anything. Very choppy. What's up, Sir Noodles? How are you? The state has regulations on how much the insurance companies could just raise their rates, so they decided to just pull policies. That's horrible. Who did I miss here? Trader Page, what's up? I missed somebody else. Homeowners insurance in Florida is no better. There you go. What's up, Holy Earth? Morning, Carmen. My house made of mainly wood. This one? Little mix. It'll be an investigation and class action lawsuit. But again, like, imagine having to deal with that. Horrible. 80s and 90s were California heyday. Yeah, 80s and 90s in Cali were great. It's different back then. Now I'm happy to not be there. Brian Johnson says, I do feel so bad for the good people out there. The leadership out there is unreal, and maybe they'll wake up and vote them out. Yeah, I doubt it, though. I feel like it's not going to change. It'd be lovely if it could go back to how it used to be, but I just don't think it's going to change. I think it's going to be that way for a long time. What's up, Flyer Jim? Yeah, it would be sick. Cali went red. That'd be dope. Another windstorm on the way? No kidding. Was it Santa Ana's? Flooding on the east, fires on the west, wild times. Yeah, it's nuts. I remember when Cali had to give IOUs for tax returns for our oldest governor. Get down. Supermajority in California is insurmountable. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's very sad. It's just very sad that all those people are now displaced and have nowhere to go. They're just regular people going about their lives, and then that happens, and it's like now they have to deal with all that. That's horrible. We're blessed here to be able to sit and trade and hang out. When do you sit for the Series 3 again? What do I have? I don't know. It's like maybe 5 more days if I want to take it again. You know? Are you going to be taking yours there, Dave? I missed my, the regulation section is what cocked me up. And it was like the last part of the study guide. So I was pretty tired. I literally went through the study guide one time, the day before the test. Rips, you ever talk to Stanley from Top Step Past the Pros? Yeah, dude. He's in Clubhouse. He's the man. He's awesome. Love Stan. Yeah, it's not all rich people that lost their homes. A lot of middle class people are just effed now. Exactly. That's true. It sucks. Tell them to move to Texas like all other Californians that moved there. I think that there's like, isn't Austin pretty liberal now? Or am I completely wrong about that? Didn't a bunch of liberals move to Austin and kind of turn that place pretty liberal? Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't been to Texas, so. Extra. See, there you go. Maybe you don't want people moving to Texas. Eddie says, thanks for the code. Just paid $119 for a $150K account. There you go. First one ever, right? Austin's always been more liberal. I didn't know that. I'm not a Texas guy. Austin was liberal in the late 80s. So it's been a thing. Well, the Kaplan book and course to sit for it in 3 weeks. I'll study with my group to help retain the information by teaching it. There you go. It's wildly uninteresting. I will say this: if you're planning on taking your Series 3, the hardest part of the test, I think, is, I mean, it's not even that hard, but the most annoying part of the test is the calculator stuff. Calculating spreads and all that. Something that you will never actually have to do in your real life. But hey, let's have a test on it. That's the part that I passed. The regulations, another set of nonsense. Like, imagine like the people that have to enforce those rules are like, hold on, I'm not going to look this up. Let me see if I can recall it from my memory. It's just stupid. Tests like that are just so stupid, in my opinion. It is liberal. I live in Houston. People here talk about Austin like it's Cali. Oh dear. Rip says there news that Fed rate cuts might be halted this year. There's definitely some chatter about it. Nothing permanent. Definitely some chatter though. I mean, I'll tell you this, just being straight up honest about the Series 3. Had I passed it, I mean, I didn't pass it because I missed the regulation section. Had I passed it, I would feel no different than I feel right now, and no difference in the information that I've retained. In fact, I will go so far as to say I've completely flushed out all of the information, and if I do decide to take it again, I will have to read that stupid study guide again. It's a good entrance exam. Yeah, it's good. I mean, here's the thing. If you don't know anything, like I've been trading for a long time, a lot of this stuff I already knew, and I traded options for a while, so I already knew a lot of that stuff, the spreads and how they work. So, I mean, I guess like if you are very just green, wet behind the ears, if you're very green, yeah, I think it's good. It's definitely some good information for sure. But I mean, like, you got to be super green. Like, for sure, like, people who've been trading for less than 3 years, 3 years or less, I think it's good, probably. A lot of Cali people moved to Austin, hence why housing in Austin skyrocketed in the past 10 to 15 years. You know, housing is going up in Nevada as well. Like, prices are screaming right now. Mark Wahlberg came out here. They're building like a movie studio. They got the baseball team coming. They're going to have a football team. Or, I'm sorry, not football. Basketball team coming. We already got hockey. We got football. It's banging out here. Anyone take those tests? Yeah, anybody. As long as you got $100 or whatever the heck it costs. I don't know, $200. Not sure they'll ever have football. Stop it. Raiders will be good eventually, George. Come on. Hey, Rips, what's your discount code for Top Step? If you just click the link in the that's pinned to the top of the chat. Has to be your very first one, though. If it's not your very first one, then all you do is end up giving me credit. That's it. Which I appreciate, but you don't have to. If you hate me, don't do it. I passed it twice and don't know why anyone would take it unless it's a requirement. I mean, can we at least agree that if you're very green with trading, with options, with futures, if you're very green, at least it does kind of open your eyes a little bit to the information? You know what I mean? Like, I can vibe with that idea. Spastrix says, just an FYI, guys, Colorado is full. No more room. I think these next 4 years, who do we have after 4 years, though? Because, wait, Trump can't serve 2 terms, right? There isn't some kind of loophole where he can do 2 more terms, right? Like, does a term skip 1 and then 2 more? Can't do that. Dang it. Maybe we can make it law. Oh, man. Imagine the Rees. Ree! 4 more years. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh, that'd be funny. 8 years. Let's go. I have to change the Constitution. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. This is his second term. Maybe he can put on a wig and call himself. Yeah. Apex Tradeovate working for me. So Apex and Tradeovate is back. Was Tradeovate down for everybody, or was it just for one single prop firm? Universal. Okay, so Tradeovate should be back now for you Tradeovate traders out there. 2028 Vans. There you go. FDR served 4 terms. Oh my goodness gracious. What's up, Henrik? How are you, buddy? Any news today? Good question. No. Very low. This is a very soft Monday as far as economic data releases go. Very soft. We are only going to have 3 items that are tradable today. And they don't really start until 11 a.m. So right now it's 8:30. 2.5 more hours until we get the first piece of news, and that's the New York Fed survey of consumer expectations for December. Rips, are you also streaming on Discord? Yes. That's the stream that never ends. And it's 0 latency. So there's the plus side to that. I think we should go to the whiteboard, shall we? Who's down for a little whiteboard session here? Class is in session. Let's see if we can move this over here. See if this is aligned properly here. That's lovely. All right. Can we make that a little bit better right there? There, we got the whiteboard. All right. All right, let's see here. Move this to like 24. Maybe a little bit bigger. All right, so there's AMP, Tradeovate, Iron Beam. Is it really going to do the spell check thing? Kind of annoying, but whatever. Who else is there? Edge Clear. What other brokers are out there? NinjaTrader. Well, that's Tradeovate, isn't it? I guess we can call that NT, right? Or are they not the same? No, just talking about regular brokers. Oh yeah, IB. Wait, why is that all small now? IB. They're not the same? All right, well, NinjaTrader. Who else is there? Who else? I mean, Schwab is not, I mean, I would not even call them a futures broker because they're requirements. Isn't Optimus just an IB for somebody else? Isn't Optimus like an IB for, I thought Optimus was an IB for Edge Clear or something. TradeStation, that's one I haven't heard in a while. TradeStation. Who else is there? Dorman. Isn't Dorman is a FCM or what's Dorman classified as? Because isn't Edge Clear an FCM to Dorman? Dorman Clearinghouse. How does that work? Because I feel like Edge Clear is the... I don't know how that works. Tasty Trade, they're more like options focused, right? All right, so this seems like a good list. That's who we'll go with. All right, so out of all of these, who can we eliminate? Tasty Futures from Tasty Trade? Wow, they're into futures now. Who could we eliminate that we wouldn't want to be using? Who could we eliminate? I mean, TradeStation, who has like the worst deals, worst margins, worst commissions? Poll it? Well, I want to get down to like 4 or 5 first. IB? Yeah, I think we can get rid of IB. Okay, IB's gone. TradeStation's bad. What's up, Nikel? What's up there? Eliminate everyone but TradeStation? TradeStation's actually good? Dorman has horrible margins? Yeah, I feel like if you're going direct to Dorman, you got to have big pockets, right? What's another one we could take out? I mean, that's how many can I do for a poll here? Let me see how many options I can do for a poll. I can only do 4 options for a poll. That's the problem. So, Iron Beam and Amp are the best. What about Edge Clear? What if I took out, well, everybody likes Tradeovate now too. And TradeStation. Why go Edge Clear if you can go Iron Beam? Aren't they completely different? Iron Beam isn't too bad. Prices are good. Tradeovate garbage. Okay. Tradeovate garbage. Should we take out Tradeovate? All right, let's take out Tradeovate. Iron Beam should win. All right, Tradeovate's out. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to get rid of one more. Gotta get rid of one more. Doesn't NinjaTrader own Tradeovate now? That's what I thought, right? Sierra Chart's not a broker. That's a platform. Unless they started doing brokerages. AMP is a dumb name, and for that reason I'm out. Is your tops out discount better than 49 for a 50K comma? It's your very first one, yes, you will pay cheaper. If it's your very, very first one. Trade station fees are high. Trade station is the best. Interesting. AMP is great in low margins. I mean, I think AMP is. I'm leaning towards AMP, Iron Beam, or Edge Clear, personally. If we could just get rid of one more. People confused with charting system and brokerages. Yeah, so Edge Clear is an IB. That's what I thought. So Edge Clear is an IB, and they'll do the, you'll get fills at Dorman. So I feel like Edge Clear is definitely a leader for that, right? Which one can we knock out? I want to do AMP, Iron Clear. Can we just knock out Trade Station? All right, that's fair. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to start a poll here. Which is your favorite broker? Futures broker. All right. AMP. Iron Beam. Edge Clear. And then NinjaTrader. All right. Only vote in this if you have used them before. Or just go crazy. I'm never going to know, right? I think Optimus is like, they just introduce you to somebody. Wow, everybody's jumping towards NinjaTrader, huh? While you folks vote, I'll be right back. we're back. NinjaTrader, wow, is leading the pack. Who's second? Who's second? AMP. So what do we like more about NinjaTrader versus AMP? What's the reason why? If you're on NinjaTrader, can't you only trade on NinjaTrader, and can you trade on TradingView? Yeah, I've heard really good things about EdgeClear, Dan. Dan says EdgeClear is great because if you pick up the phone, you will have a dedicated broker to talk to. They have your back when you need positions closed, etc., in a one-on-one relationship. That's the stuff that I used to have when I traded on, well, I had boutique brokerages that I traded on, and then also my relationship at TD, because I had a very large account at TD. So I had like instant, direct private line to my guy, and he could do anything I wanted. There was times when he even would place trades for me and not charge me like whatever their stupid commissions were. Ninja's platform has the edge. I'm pretty sure that if you get on AMP, you can trade on NinjaTrader, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. AMP futures. Trading platforms. Maybe you can't trade on Ninja. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But couldn't you trade on Rhythmic and then plug Rhythmic into Ninja? Or no? I thought if you have Rhythmic, couldn't you open up a Rhythmic connection in Ninja? Right? Yeah, so you could do it. So we're between basically NinjaTrader, AMP. Why does EdgeClear have the lowest in Iron Beam? EdgeClear is terrible. I was live with Elite Trader and they put me on that platform. Well, that's a platform. That's nothing to do with the brokerage. You could choose any platform you wanted. Let's see, EdgeClear. Which platforms can you use here? Here, let me bring this over so we can see this together. I gotta work. I'm gonna make a whole stream layout where we can actually see all of these things together. EdgeClear. Let's see. All right, trading. Yeah, Rhythmic. So that's if you wanted to use their platform, which probably wouldn't, but. Chat doesn't know any trading outside of prompts. Iron Beam. That's not it. There you go, Iron Beam. Futures trading, let's see their margins. Minis. NASDAQ, $1,000. That's not bad. All right. Let's see AMP's margins. I think they're about the same. So 500 for the S&P, 1,000 for the NASI. AMP futures. Commissions. Not commissions, but let's see their margins. Ultra low pricing. No. Margins, there we go. Okay. So the mini, 400 for the S&P. So if you're an S&P trader, you get even lower margins. NASDAQ's the same. Oh, you can't even see that. Come on, Rips, get it together, dude. There we go. Somebody gotta say something. Edge is my personal, but I don't use Edge Pro X. Just use MotiveWave white label. They have special day trading ones for 300 ES on AMP. I mean, last time I was with AMP, I negotiated like my own rates and everything, my own commissions, rates, everything. They're very open to doing that kind of stuff. How's the, so you said they have, Nick Vertick says they have good response time, customer service is insanely good. That's what I've heard about Edge Clear as well. It's like their customer service is insane. Does that need, you need at least 400 to open one contract. So the way this works is well, here's like series 3 stuff, I guess. So let's just say it's $400. We all know that it could be $300, right? So the way this works is that if you fund your account with $400 and you open up one single contract, the moment that you open it, your account falls below the margin. So it would instantly close. So yes, it does mean that you need $400 to open up a contract, but then you'd no longer be able to maintain that margin to keep that contract open. So ideally, if you're going to trade one single mini, you'd probably want to have at least, I would say safely, about $1,500. This is why they need to take the Series 3. It's so true. But here, we'll whiteboard it. Let's do another little whiteboard here. Okay, so you have $400 in your account, right? You open up a contract. The moment that you open up that contract, your balance falls to like $3.90. Well, what would it be? 69 cents. $3.99 and 31 cents. That is no longer enough to support what you would need to keep one ES contract open, right? Because your account balance has now fallen to $3.99.31. So they would actually liquidate your position and your balance would be $3.99.31 minus whatever you lost on that trade, because you'd probably lose, you know? Oh, and you get charged $50 for liquidation. So now you're sitting there and your account balance is now $349.31. So because you didn't know how it all worked, you went from $400 to $349.31 in one single click. So the good news is that there is no pattern day trading rule for this stuff. For futures, there's never going to be a pattern day trading rule, which is cool. It's kind of like a cash account with options. There's no pattern day trading rule for a cash account with options either. So ideally, what you'd want to do is you want to have an account. Ideally, you want to put like $1,500 in an account, and then you'd open up that contract, and your balance would immediately go to $1,499.31. And that's enough to maintain the margin on one single contract. Okay. Well, how about this for a poll? For you folks that do watch the program here in the morning, if we were to fund a personal account that we would specifically trade here in the morning, what would we want to fund that with? Here, let's do a poll. Let's do, how much should we fund an account with? Okay, let's do this. Less than 10K, 10 to 25. Let's see, 10 to 25,000. Let's do 25 to 75. Okay, I guess we'll do more than 75K. All right, there we go. The poll is live in the YouTube chat. Let's see what you folks go with here. Max number of contracts is whatever you have in your account. So if we funded the account with let's just say we did, right now leading the poll is less than 10,000. So that's surprising to me. Yeah, so the max number of contracts is related to how much balance you have in your account. Small account challenge time? That seems like a little bit more difficult to navigate, doesn't it? So again, like, let's just say that you wanted to be a 10 contract trader. Let's do this. If you wanted to be trading 10 contracts, 10 contracts, the margin requirement for that is $10,000. That's the open margin contract, or the day trading margin that you need. So if you only have a $10,000, if you have a $10,000 account balance, you would get liquidated the moment you opened up 10 contracts. Minis, I'm talking about minis here. Wow, 45% said less than 10K. That's insane. So we'd only be able to trade, I mean, if we're less than 10,000, we would be able to trade very few minis. Ten minis needs 50K, one mini, 5K. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable there. If you're going to be trading 10 minis, 50K. Crowd says, I want to see you put up big numbers. Everyone else just wants to see you trade similar size to them. Well, that's why I'm putting it to a poll. Only 11% said more than 75K. 11% said 25 to 75. Interesting. $1 million for your style. Maybe we could build it up to $1 million. Like, for instance, let's go back to the chart here. Let's just say that you were a wizard and you could see into the future. And you could pick up, I mean, there's plenty of liquidity this morning. I mean, people were selling, like, up in this push to the north side here. People were selling thousands of contracts in this area right here. Like, there's plenty of liquidity to get out right there. So, but let's just say that you were a wizard and you wanted to trade from 730, right? The low of this was like 725. Let's just say that you got in at 740, full size. And then you took that thing all the way up to 840-ish. Let's just keep it at 100 points, right? Back to the whiteboard here. So let's say that you wanted a 100-point move. If you're trading one contract, you're trading one contract times 100 points. That means that you get $2,000. That trade is worth $2,000. If we were trading 20 contracts, 20 Cs times 100 points, that would be $20,000. Or I'm sorry, $40,000. Oh my goodness, math. So if you wanted to trade 20 contracts, that would mean that 20 cons or cars, let's just write contract. For the maintenance margin is $20,000. So you would need to have probably like safely like a $50,000 account. I mean, seems pretty tight, but $50,000 account to get that $40,000 trade on 100 points. That seems kind of extreme. You probably want to have like a 100K account if you want to trade a move that aggressively. So if you wanted to trade half that, 10C is $20,000. Margin on that, 10C margin would be $10,000. But you need some wiggle room, you know? So looking at that and that, because that seems more reasonable to make $20,000 on a trade with 10 contracts. I feel like you could do that with like a $50,000 account. but you'd probably still want a little bit more, right? By the way, top of the hour here. Still no news. We don't have news for another 2 hours. Uh, 10C is 4 million in contract notional too. Yeah. Is that right? Is it 4 million? Isn't it 208,000 for NQ? Really? See, I feel like this is a Series 3 question. Math by reps. Wouldn't you get cash delivery for the 10 contracts, 4.1 million? Wait, how am I calculating this wrong? Oh, yeah. Times 20. My bad. You're right. You right. Yeah. 250K? Be a big boy account. I mean, maybe we'd scale it up to that. Wow, this market is coming down here. This is crazy. Everybody wants it less than 10K. I feel like the trades would be wildly unimpressive. The only good thing about personal account compared to prop firm is that you're able to withdraw whatever you like, but it's not worth freezing your cash for that. Well, I mean, if you're a good trader, I'm not saying I am, but just saying, if you're a good trader, trading on a personal account could be something. Do-do-do-do-boo-do-do-boo. Yeah, we're just whiteboarding, throwing out ideas. How often you catching 100-point moves? I mean, I'm just looking at what happened today. I'm just talking about this move right here. That's insanely doable. Maybe you get 80 points. Maybe you get 50. Even if you got 50 points, you're still going to make $5,000 on 10 contracts, right? Wait. Yeah, 50 points would be 10 grand. Can't you do other things like MSTR and other stock options with less? Yeah, for sure. Stock options give you the ability to basically 100x your leverage. So, you know, let's see if this is rejecting at all. Looks like it wants to go down a little bit more. We did reject at the prior 4-hour mid. I'm curious if we're going to trade back up to that. That's right around 804. Let's see. I'm going to try a little short here. See if we can bring this a little bit lower. I'm going to put my stop in too. Go down, down, down. There's a lot of displacement to the downside. I do see a lot of people that are bidding that up. But let's see. Let's see if we can take this a little bit lower. I want to go downtown. Big rejection there. We did put in a lower low. Maybe give it just a little bit, just a little bit more room here. If we rejected VWAP, I want to add to this. I mean, we're way below VWAP, but you get what I'm saying. Can we break below 87 here? That would be lovely. We are currently below. Now let's adjust the VWAP. It's going to go way higher. There you go. All right. I'm going to add into that. If we sweep below 80s, I'm going to go for it. Feel like it really wants to touch that 770. A lot of liquidity here at 82 halves. So if we did break below that, this thing could get juiced up. But let's see. This song is firing me up right now too. Okay, I'm gonna add one more time here. This consolidation can be a little bit dangerous, but if we're on the right side of this, I feel like we get this beautiful flushacito. Like thusly. You know what I mean? Flushacito, flushacito, flushacito. 3 out. Stop right around break even. You know what I mean though? All right. $800. Go us. Eee! Like to watch clean moves go by and get into the mess afterwards. Yeah, you and me both. That's what I like to do too. It was that song that was firing me up, let's be honest. We didn't quite get our target of 770, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. How do I join as a supporter of the YouTube stream? You're here already, my friend. Oh, you're talking about the green thing. There should be a join button. The song like had me in my head being like flashacito, ba-da-da-da-da, flashacito. I don't know. It had me fired up. What can I say? I think it was the song. $600 and 100K comma. I'm gonna lock it for an hour and chill. Good luck, everyone. Hey, there you go. Nice. Very nice. Now it just makes me wonder if that's going to be the area that holds. I don't know. I feel like they got to sweep that liquidity at 770 at some point. Don't see the join button. If you're on your phone, you won't see it. It's on the web that you can see it. Could you really do the stock smaller contracts? I'd love to see that and learn how to grow my account with smaller options. I don't get your question. Are you just meaning like trading smaller size? Rips, where do you go live at and what time? We're live right now, baby. Go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Every morning. It's Groundhog's Day in here. Previous bounce area of support. Yeah, it was like also where it rejected before we had this huge push up too. So, yeah. Tomato, tomato, right? Which platform to use to see Bookmap? Bookmap. That's the platform. The groundhog out today? No, he's tucked away. This isn't real. Selling grips is a hologram. You caught me. Say no Memorex. You know what we started watching again last night because the new season is starting soon? We started watching Severance. That is such a good show. I forgot how good it was. I'm glad that we restarted it because I forgot a lot of it. I forgot a whole mess of that show, and it's very, very good. Yeah, where are the likes at? That's what I'm saying, Jonathan. Where are the likes at today? If we do end up getting to 1,000 likes somehow, some way, I will stick around and trade the open. Hey, Rips, what's your biggest advice on managing tilt? A big area of my psychology that's holding me back. Dude, you and me both, man. I still get tilted from time to time, but it's more manageable now. You learn to manage your tilt. I have a lot of shorts on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram, which, by the way, it's gone. I post a ton of psychology shorts on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. Dude, they're not reclaiming 800s here. I feel like the short is still valid. There's so much liquidity sitting there at 70 that I feel like they want to sweep. I feel like they're going to tuck below 70 and then they're going to shoot it back up. But I mean, I would just go through my library of shorts, psychology and stuff on Instagram. There it is, at Selling Rips. Follow me on Instagram. By the way, we did hit over 10,000 followers on Instagram. Thanks to everybody in here. But I feel like the shorts have a lot of value. Shorts on YouTube and then the reels on Instagram. I always forget the names. I haven't watched Silo yet, but Severance is goated. Take 10K to 100K in a week or two on YouTube and you'd be rad, man. I mean, it'd just be so hard to do 10K to 100K. It's 1,000% gain. This is freaking hard. If I could do 10K to 100K, why not do 100K to 1 million? You have more wiggle room with 100K. Oh, look it. There's the 70s. Huh. Oh, and we'll go right back up. Ah. How did he know? Ah. I told you. Sorry. Sometimes I can't help myself. Can I look at ES on Bookmap? Sure. Why not 1 million and 10 million? Exactly. Why not 10 million? It. Let's do 100 million to a billion. Let's go. What are we waiting for? I mean, it's crazy that the leading vote is 10K, less than 10K. I just feel like with my trading style, I'm just not a 10K kind of guy. Anybody catch that move down to the 70s there? That little tickle tickle? We knew that they were going to snatch it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. SW says 100K to a million challenge. You might be onto something, my friend. You might just be onto something. What if we did that? 100K to a million. 100K to $1 million. 1K to 1 million. Just, you know, a 10,000% gain. No big deal. Simple. Easy. Who couldn't do that? So easy. So simple. I'm understanding that as less than 25K is new to beginner traders, 25 to 75 is intermediate, and over 75 is a seasoned trader. So I feel like if I was trading a 100K account and everybody's like, "Ah, do a 10K account." Well, then just trade. If I'm trading the minis, y'all can follow. Well, don't follow me into trades. Remember, yeah, I am not a professional financial advisor. Most day traders lose money. This stream is for entertainment only. Don't forget that one. But if you saw something similar to what I was seeing, then you just trade in the micros, right? It's the same trades. Dude, stop, Edward. Like the guy that starts with a paperclip, ends with a car or house. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. Like you could, look, in all reality, you could literally spin $1,000 up into $1 million for sure. It can happen, but you'd also have to be extremely and entirely lucky. Like very, 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 very lucky. Remember when Doug Polk did his 100 to 10K bankroll challenge? It took forever and he was in hell. 100K to 1 mil would be awesome though. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out and talk about it. Markets open up here in 14 minutes here, folks. 14 minutes, 16 minutes. I'm sorry. The math ain't mathin'. Yeah, it's very unlikely that you're going to turn $1,000 into $1 million, but you can definitely make it happen. I mean, you could do that in one afternoon with the SPX if it gives you the right setup. It's not likely, though. It's very unlikely that would ever happen, but it can. Paperclip to a house is a bazillion percentage gain. Oh, look, we're going back up again. Hit the 70s again. We're going right back up. Insane. Let's do $1 to $3, and you would have thrice as much. Yeah, there you go. Bankroll says, my boy bought Doge for 1K, sold for 1K, and then I call him and see him like 70 cents. Sold it for 1K. Oh, dang. Well, many such cases in the crypto world. Everybody thinks that it's so easy to be a hodler, holder, whatever. It ain't easy. Look at the people in Tesla. It's trading 382 right now. It was trading close to 480. It was 100 points ago. How long ago was that? Not that long ago, right? What? Hold on. It was in December. It was trading above 480. It's 100 points lower now. Imagine how you feel in Tesla. Imagine if you were the person buying those 480s. Ugh. 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 Dude. Ugh. MS just gave Tesla an $800 target. Hey, you know, why not? Make it $20 trillion. Rips trade 100K to get the US deficit back to zero. I would have to figure out too how I want to do this. Because let's just say, like, I don't know. That's the other thing too. Like, how do I want to structure this? Do I just want to like openly trade it all the time on YouTube? We'll figure this out together. We'll figure this out as a community because that's what we do best, right? We're going to figure this all out. Just not sure how I want to do any of this yet. We'll figure it all out. Why not trade $50 to 1 million? Because it's almost impossible. That kind of stuff ain't realistic. It can happen in the same way that you can win the lottery, but it's probably not going to happen. You can, unless it's all rigged and it's only the shadow lizard people who are winning the lottery and we just don't know it yet. What brokerage or account platform? Well, we talked about it a little bit. We had the poll earlier. I think we're between AMP, EdgeClear, Iron Beam, and Ninja. Was that the AMP? Yeah, Ninja. AMP, Iron Beam, EdgeClear, and Ninja. SW, stop it. You stop it. We're not going to do that. Technically, anyone mentally strong and profitably making 6% can take 100 to 1 million in less than a year. The problem is that anyone following that ends up gambling, risk 3%, makes 6%. I mean, for sure, yeah, it can happen for sure. Not saying that it can't happen, but it's just very, the odds are against you. Very unlikely. What's the best platform for a small account? NinjaTrader, probably. NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, probably. I would say. Kofivi just opened up an AMP account. $100 is the minimum fund. Interesting. Interesting. Please remember this type of volatility is rare. Markets generally grind higher on low volatility. Enjoy this while it lasts. See, I disagree. I'm from the camp, and I've been talking about this for years, especially with my trading friends. I'm from the camp that look at what happened with sports betting. Okay? Sports betting exploded. What was the reason why sports betting recently exploded? What was the reason? Anybody know? Why did sports betting go bonkers recently? Why are the numbers through the roof? The answer is Jerome. Yeah, legalization, which means what? The barrier to entry. It's much easier to be able to sports bet now because you just crack open this bad dogger and now you can sports bet in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to travel to Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas anymore. You just need this thing. What happened to the markets over the last 15 years? What happened to the markets? Anybody know? What happened to the markets over the last 15 years? This is what happened to the markets. You don't have to call up your broker and say, hey, give me 30 lean hogs, November 1986 on the ticket, fill or kill. Yeah. You know? You don't do that anymore. Hey, Jeff, give me lean hogs. I don't know why I'm using that voice, but you get my point? This is what makes the market go. That's what makes it go crazy now. The barrier to entry went way down. Look at it. Kovivi just said he opened up an AMP account with $100. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's an absurdly large phone. Yes. I mean, is it though? This is a Pro Max, baby. Amp, thanks you for your service. $100. I'm going to turn it into a million. But you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, what's crazy about trading nowadays? You can do the P and B. The old poop and buy. When you're wanting to trade. You could be cracking off two things at once. Couldn't do that before. So you had a telephone in your bathroom. You know what I mean? How many people in here have taken? Never mind. Multitasking. I know a lot of people in here have done that. Order filled. Taking a short while taking a All right. We're getting off the rails here. Order filled. Something else got filled. Good times. But you know what I mean? Like, that's sports betting exploded. Everybody's a fucking degenerate now. So did the stock market. I don't think that this price action is going anywhere. If anything, it's going to be bumped up. We need to be teaching in second grade how to operate Robinhood. That would create an interesting marketplace. We need these kids starting sooner. We need kids on Robinhood in second grade. That should be a mandatory class now in American education. We need more of that. We need those little fuckers doing more Robinhood. Second grade. Hey, Johnny, what'd you do today? Mom, Dad, I learned how to trade on Robinhood Gold. Yeah, son, that's what I'm talking about. Did you make any money? Yeah, max leverage coin. Get that maxed out, baby. We are revisiting these 770s, a little bit lower here. Oh, snap. Market's going to be open in 6 minutes here. Do we get to hang out with each other? Let's see. Do we get to 1,000 likes? We are at 649. I thought we were going to do it today. Start those kids on cigarettes at age 10. What would we do? Just put them on the reds, Marlboro Reds. Get them on the good stuff straight out the gate. Stop vaping, you fucking Lucky Strike unfiltered. Little Johnny, are you vaping? Get some long cut in those gums. Stop vaping, you I petition to get kids off vapes and back on cigarettes. Oh, Lord. We've fallen off the rails today. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Well, we got 30 more seconds. I don't think we're going to make it. We're breaking through the 770s too. Well, we're going to continue trading live here in Discord. We've had a blast this morning. I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. It's a lot of fun. It always is. We're going to continue the conversation tomorrow. Start figuring out what brokerages and account sizes and all that. And we'll trade too. We'll do a little bit of trade in here. But hey, we're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. What's the Discord? Is right here. There's a fart coin. Need little Johnny trading that. All right, everybody. Keep it real. I'll see you folks bright and early tomorrow, 8 a.m. in the morning. Don't be late. Don't be late. We're going to have some important conversations tomorrow. Take care, everybody. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Discord folks, don't go anywhere. Take care.